Right back where I started. What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Find me.
Waller?
There's not much time. I was able to reroute one of the security units. I have Danny.
Where is she?
The lab at the heart of the prison. He's monitoring everything, but we can talk here. I can get you to the warden. I can cure her. I want to help.
You? You put this thing in my neck, and now you want to help.
Please, you must hurry. Find me, Jacob.
How?
There's a room ahead that connects to an area normally off limits to both inmates and guards. Find it, and I'll clear the way from here.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to more Callisto Protocol, and this is the finale. This is my no damage video walkthrough. This is chapter 8, entitled Tower. We have a total of 3 data bios, data audios to collect during this chapter. This chapter is fairly quick, really. Only thing that keeps it long is the cutscenes and a couple boss fights, but other than that, it's a really straight linear chapter. So at the Reforge, we should be completely upgraded in our baton to the things that matter, in my opinion. And to my opinion, the blocking doesn't matter. So you'll see me upgrade the baton to where I get my striking and my damage when the enemies try to block my attacks. Their blocking doesn't matter because I still can damage them. When we're at the Reforge, you're just going to be seeing me copy more ammunition, because we're going to be using ammunition more than anything during this chapter. So that's all you'll be seeing me really upgrade. And we're going to be thrust right into a boss fight here with a familiar foe. You all know him. The two-head enemy. So what I do is I kite him around this cover over here. Just run circles, and you know the rest from here at this point. But I forgot to say this. If you enjoy the content, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. And we're going to get rid of this two-head like we always do. Man, I swear I feel like they lost. They had ample opportunity to make more monsters in this game. I'm just getting flashbacks to playing Evil Within. Like, you know, if you play chapter 14, you get that I guess you can call it like a quail type of monster. A monster that goes invisible and you gotta fight him in the parking garage. They could have did something here similar, with all that smoke on the ground, as opposed to just the two-head with the parasite pods on the bottom that slows you down. That's the only thing that deters your way in this section. And then if you kite the cover there, the pods on the ground are useless. So I feel like they missed a huge opportunity of just creating monsters, man. Just the two-head. After you fight him the first time, his factor just decreased over time because you fight him so much after that.
Choice. Every choice in your life has led you here. To this place. This moment. But what choice will you make, Jacob? Will you remain as you are? Or will you choose to become something greater?
Alright, after Duncan's speech here, hit this right here first. Because you don't have to deal with 2 grunt enemies. And what I try to do is I hit this first so I don't have to deal with these 2. Because it's an audio recording right there. But as soon as you go right there, the guy that's behind the fence will go through the vent and come out the opposite side, so right behind you. And the guy right here behind the glass, he will break the glass as you make your way back over here, so they both would attack you. I try to grab the audio first, try to get through here as quickly as possible, and try to shut the door on this grunt enemy so I don't have to waste any ammo on fighting both of these dudes. It's rather difficult, but you can do it. I try to make sure I save my ammo because this next fight is kind of difficult. It took me a while when fighting these dudes. So you want to shoot this grunt enemy because if you walk past him, he wakes up. So kneecap him and get rid of his limbs so you can get rid of him quickly. And then there'll be another grunt enemy with the armor on. Do the same to him. And then there'll be another grunt enemy after that. He's going to have combustors with him. So try to knock him back. And then use the combustors to at least down him so you can stomp on him quickly. These enemies do something very weird that none of the enemies up to this point do. Is if you knock them down and they stay down for a period of time, they can get back up and attack you. I ran into that quite a bit while playing this one. Now these next sets of enemies you're going to have to deal with are 1 bit mouth enemy and 2 grunt enemies. So what I try to do is I try to shoot the bit mouth far enough to where I can get all 3 of them looped together and use this explosive tank to get rid of all 3 of them. So once he spawn, shotgunning as far as you can get into this vent, wait for the second guy to spawn, and then once the third guy spawn, use the explosive tank on all 3, and at least you can kill 2 out of 3 that way.
Down the stairs. You're getting closer.
Some bad stuff happened here.
So in this next section here, you're gonna have to deal with a grunt enemy and a bit mouth enemy. So for the grunt enemy, he's gonna be sleeping on this bed here. Use the GRP to grab him and hit him into these spikes behind you. You're gonna do the same exact thing for the bit mouth enemy that spawns right in front of you. You get down here, you're going to get your first checkpoint. So as soon as you get your checkpoint, you want to shoot the hallway here. That will spawn a parasite, because if you go out there, he will automatically attack you. So wait for him to get to the door, hit him with the hand cannon. And that's the only parasite you have to deal with down here. Now we gotta deal with 2 more grunt enemies, so wait for them to spawn, keep your distance, and just get rid of their limbs. I guess the game wanted you to deal with all enemy types up to this point, because this will be the last time we really fight most of these enemy types. At least for the Corruptor, we're not going to face him anymore for the rest of the game. So he's going to be one Corruptor enemy that spawns. He always spawns to your left over here. And you're going to get an automatic aim. So once you automatically aim to the left, your reticle will be on him. Use the GRP, throw him into the spikes. And once you pick up the gate fuse here, it will be another grunt enemy that spawns. Do the exact same thing to him. And then we will get our second audio recording up the steps to our right.
Hurry, Jacob. We're running out of time. You're nearly here. Just keep moving.
Don't bother to open any of these cabinets. There will be nothing in them. So get to the reforge and you just want to craft ammunition, because you're going to need it for yet another boss fight. I will hope you guys can assume who the boss fight is against.
User assumes all liability for use of this print. Cycle complete. Stand by. Happy United Day. UJC printing, the highest quality. Print finished. Please operate responsibly. Cycle complete. Excellent choice. Happy United Day. Executing. Print finished.
You always got to make sure you're prepared, man. So we got more than enough credits to do so why not, you know what I mean? And don't bother opening any of these GRE crates. They're useless. They will contain parasites the entire chapter, so each one you run into, don't bother opening them. And guys, if you guessed 2-head, you are correct. But this will be our final time facing him. It's a running thing. You know what to expect when fighting him. You know how to handle him to this point. So I have nothing to say here. Just watch out for his companions. We're going to be coming up on our third audio recording. This will be the second to last of all the recordings that we need for the entire game. We had 2 for the doctor earlier on in the chapter. We have 1 for the inmate, and then we have 1 left for Duncan. And that will give you the achievement for collecting every data audio in the game.
The lab. At the heart of the prison. Experimenting on the prisoners. Figures. How long were they doing this? Was the UJC behind this too? Looks like they were trying to see how long it takes to turn into those things. Hey! What are you doing? I said, what are you doing?
It's only an inhibitor to slow the rate of infection.
You said you could cure her.
I can, with your help. Do you have to trust me? You're wasting time, and she doesn't have much.
All right, fine. Do whatever you need to do.
Soon everything will become clear.
Why did you start by telling me about this?
You saw the recordings, you know what happened on Europa?
I have no idea what happened on Europa. I wasn't there when the attack happened.
No, but she was. Are you sure you really want to?
Yes!
Do you wish?
What did you do to me?
Gave you what you wanted. The curse of knowledge. Your core is linked with hers now. Or at least it will be once the sync is complete. The data won't transfer immediately, but her memories will fill in the gaps, give you the answers you seek.
Okay. Just tell me how we can cure her.
You can use this to synthesize an antidote. You'll need to extract a sample from the warden's alpha.
Is what?
The goal of this madness. His ridiculous protocol. During the original outbreak, a colonist known as demonstrated a unique ability to synthesize the biophage, to control it.
Yeah, I heard in the recording something about bigger, stronger.
The next phase of human evolution. Unfortunately, he was killed during the Arca's sterilization. And now, the Warden seeks to replicate the conditions of the original outbreak, hoping to recreate Subject Zero as Subject Alpha.
Well, releasing the virus into the prison?
As he would say, evolution doesn't happen in a lab, it happens in the wild.
No, how can he do this? There's no way he can cover this up.
He's not acting alone. He's part of a group. Dating back centuries, they seek to control the progress of human... She's waking. Be careful, Jacob. Once synthesized, the antidote will contain the only pure essence from his alpha. He'll want it more than anything. It's the key to all he seeks.
What about you?
I played my part in all of this as well. There's no escape for me. Black Iron is where I belong.
It's you.
Yeah.
What happened? Where am I?
It doesn't matter. We got what we need. Now let's go finish this. Come on. How are you feeling?
Like something's inside my head, trying to take over.
Hey, just hold on. We'll be there soon. Did you see that?
See what?
Nothing. Elevators ahead. Should get us up to the tower.
So, what happened back there? Last thing I remember is those robots jumping us.
Mahler's helping us get the cure.
And you trust her?
Don't got a choice.
Yeah. Same here.
What is all this?
You're not the UJC.
Then who is it?
Yes, this will be our final recording for the game right here on this table. It is called Cole's Triumph, and grabbing that will give you the trophy that you need for getting all the files in the game.
Data transfer complete.
What the hell? Danny? Danny, where are you?
And now you're inside Danny's memories, seeing the truth of Europe. A diluted test sample released from one of our labs. A tragedy that inspired everything Cole is doing here at Black Island.
Let me go! Look at it! Look at it!
What are you talking about?
You see? Do you see?
Jacob, what do you got there?
What we got here is none of our business. Now, come on. We're to job to do.
This was our fault.
Lily! No, 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 no. No! I tried to protect you. You didn't deserve that.
Europa wasn't a terrorist attack. They doctored the footage to cover up what they were planning to test at Black Iron. And the cargo that we transported played a part in both. I could have stopped this. But I didn't.
You made the wrong choice. Now how are you gonna make it right?
Jake, what's wrong?
Hey, come on. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can. We're almost there.
No, I can feel it. Hear it in my head.
You stay here. I'm gonna come back when I get the cure.
I can take care of myself.
Okay.
What he's done.
So with us gaining the knowledge of everything that happened on Europa, we can finally go into the final act of this game. So we're gonna have to face Sergeant Ferris once again, and when facing him, you know you have to be very patient in order to not take damage because he's going to be aggressive. So make sure you try to get as many as perfect dodges as you can and only attack when you need to. So at the Reforge, we're just going to be using all our points. It's going to be dedicated to getting ammunition because you're going to have to face Ferris in 2 phases. You're going to have to face him in the melee stage, which you know you have to be very patient in doing, and we're going to have to face him in his final form, which is really, he's not really that tough. He takes about roughly 30 to 45 bullets to kill, but as long as you follow what I do, you should be cool. You got to be patient in that fight as well. You have to be very patient because he has combustor enemies that spawn each time you do certain amounts of damage to him. But we also can use those combustor enemies to deal damage to him as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. You got to be very careful of your surroundings when facing him and kite the cover. And you should be fine and taking no damage. So let's get into this fight.
Stand by. Having guided data. User assumes all liability for use of this print. Cycle complete. In progress. Print finished.
The greater risk is in failing to act, especially when the commonality is finally within our grasp. And right on time. He approaches. The survivor. Solitarius.
Where's the Alpha? Just give me the goddamn antidote. I'm not gonna let her die.
Your friend. I've been watching you. You and your so-called friend. You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival.
And what about you, huh? Watching people die for fun? Is that your protocol?
No. You are mistaken, Mr. Lee. The protocol isn't about death. It's about life. Our future lies out there. Our destiny. But we were not built for life in space. This fragile shell holds us back. We have to evolve if we are to survive. And now, you'll all see why. Proof that my methods are worth the risk. Final contest to determine the true survivor. Humanity! Or my Alpha.
Well, 5-2. You're really a thank you. At first I thought this was a curse. But then I realized it is a gift. Warden has opened my eyes, shown me my purpose. Now, I'm gonna show you. Save you now. No tricks. No escape this time. I've been you. I've been everyone. I told you. What's happening to me? There's always a price.
So now we are at Ferris's final form. So what I do here is I like to run behind his cover here, shoot him. It takes at least 9 bullets to burst his shield bubble right there. Each time he runs at you, do a dodge. And make sure you get distance and just kite this cover because he's going to throw those projectiles out there. And that cover helps you when dodging the projectiles. And just rinse and repeat. Once you do critical damage on him, he'll scream. And then that releases the combustor enemies. And then you use the combustor enemies to deal damage to him as well. So they should be popping out about now. Be looking on your left and right to see where they spawn. They typically spawn on your left here and on your farther right. And it'll be 2 combustor enemies apiece each time. So as you can see, just use the cover to block those projectiles, and you do that and you will take no damage. And make sure to keep your distance. And as you can see here, I'm very patient. I don't rush to grab the combustor enemies. I wait for him to throw his projectiles. Then I grab the combustor enemies and throw them at him. So you have to be very patient. You don't want to rush this and end up taking damage. So just watch what you're doing. Always pay attention to Ferris to see if he throws his projectiles out or not. If you do that, just make sure you stay behind cover and you should be fine. I'm going to be very patient here. And I see the combustor enemies don't spawn on this side, so I know they're on the left. You can actually see them at the corner of the screen. So still be patient. Ferris is going to rush me here, try to do his melee attack. I dodge it, wait for the combustor enemy to get around the corner. Then I use him to deal damage to Ferris. And I pick up the other one, do the same. And then I already identified the explosive tank in the corner here. I'm going to wait for him to throw his projectiles, use the explosive tank, and one more bullet should do it. And that is how you defeat Captain Ferris in his final form.
Hold on, Danny.
You think you've beaten us? Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel. But in that sample is the key to unlocking a centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. That's progress. And it belongs to me.
No, I don't think so.
Please. This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there. To take you back to the life you once had. We can both have everything we want. So tell me, Mr. Lee, what do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker!
A valiant effort. But surely you know by now, I never lose.
No. This time you do.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you...
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Goodbye, Miss Noctua. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Reactor core approaching critical.
Let's go this way. Run! Move! Hurry! Just keep going! We gotta get to the escape pods. Almost there! I see the pods! There's just one. do now?
I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
Sorry. For everything. I do belong here.
Don't do this. Jacob! Jacob! Data transfer complete. That transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, I didn't realize he had also given me the evidence I was looking for all along. Sacrificed his life so that I could expose the truth. Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused? Or just chasing some kind of redemption? Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all. But I'm going to need your help.
And guys, that is the Callisto Protocol that is on maximum security difficulty, and it is taking no damage. So I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. I very much appreciate everyone who commented on these videos and followed us through this journey. You know, I've beaten this game probably 3 or 4 times now, and the more and more I play it, the more and more easier it gets, and the more I know about this game, like the spawn locations and stuff like that. So maximum security difficulty wasn't really difficult for me. So it's just more about repetition. The more you play it, the more used to you get of the things that's in this game. But I enjoyed the game. I hope you did too. If you did, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next set of walkthroughs that we're gonna do. I'm out.